It was haunted.
It was haunted?
Almost definitely haunted. Yeah.
Oh no. Were they sad ghosts?
No, they were happy. Happier than us. No.
Oh gosh.
No, we
They didn't have
were
to
in
pay the
great
rent.
spirits, just young.
Yeah.
Are we rolling right? Sick. This is the interview.
And I'm still jealous you went to Steely Dan.
I went to Steely Dan. Yep. You know, I've seen them a bunch, and
Yeah.
always a good time. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I have to go to see all the olds
I feel
before
the same way.
before they go. You know.
Yeah.
And I miss Van Morrison. That was one that I wanted to go to, and I always felt like I got to start buying up all the tickets from the olds doing their concerts
Who's like the top of the list for the olds doing their concerts?
that I haven't seen.
Yeah.
I actually haven't seen Dylan, so I feel like I got to get that one in.
Yes.
Um,
Yes, you do.
yeah, I'll get that moment. He'll never die.
I mean, the way that I thought about it, I was like, knock on something quick. We
Ah.
can't lose you, Bob.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's right there.
Great.
So-
Great.
Okay.
But my first concert was Trey Anastasio.
Well, that's cool.
Solo.
Yeah.
hmm
Where did you see him?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh?
hmm
Are you from Pittsburgh?
I am from Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. When did you move to New York?
I moved in 2010. Well, I went to school in upstate New York.
Okay, where did you go to school?
Hamilton.
Oh, yes.
Well, not at the same time, but we did both go to Hamilton College.
So what music inspires you?
Oh, I listen to all sorts of music stuff. Right now, I've been listening to a lot of soul music, and I think that has a lot to do with the Office Culture band.
Yeah.
Office Culture was started as just kind of me messing around on my laptop, kind of at the end of my old band, and then kind of morphed gradually into something that I was trying to do with other people. I like to have people on stage with me too, in that kind of scenario to fill it out. Even though I do like perform solo as well, but
You prefer if people are up there?
yeah, I like to have my friends telling me the songs are okay.
I
and
mean, who doesn't want that?
Yeah,
You know what I
mhm.
mean?
Yeah. And I wanted to get my friend Pat, who's been drumming in every band I've been in for about 17 or 18 years,
Oh my goodness.
to be involved. I didn't want to do the drum machine thing. So the past 2 years we've been really cooking
Yeah?
right at the worst time in our country's not one of the worst time. I shouldn't say the worst time, but during a bad time. The bad time
Yeah.
fueled us. Yeah.
Okay. So it's like helped you get more like creative, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when you're depressed and you're looking for a good outlet, music's
Yeah.
always there.
Music is always there.
hmm
That's pretty beautiful and tragic.
Amen.
Oh man. Oh,
No,
wow.
I love
Talk
music.
to
Makes
me.
me happy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a way to like not be sad and depressed, I suppose.
Lots of things. I mean,
Yeah.
like eating a burrito.
Where do you like to get your burritos from?
That was a bad example. I don't
Yeah,
really have
I mean, you did this to
there's a lot of
yourself
bad
a little
there's a
bit.
lot of bad burritos in Brooklyn. Like
Yeah,
you can
I'm from
just-
Southern California, so
yeah, right, exactly.
yeah.
So you
So how many people are in the band?
just 4 of us
4 of us.
right now. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, kind of. We've been 5 and 4, so it kind of can rotate. But
And how did you come up with the name?
I got I got an email one time at another job, and I found just like the phrase stuck in my head. I was just like, it was an email that was basically entirely just about fostering a good office culture, and I was like, what even is that? And I just like the phrase. I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe I have like an aversion to office culture on some
Yeah.
conceptual level, but it fit with the songs I was writing. I felt like, which are about like kind of banal things.
Where do you live?
Right now I'm like Bed-Stuy, Clinton Hill area. I've mostly lived in the Bed-Stuy area while I've been in New York, and I don't want to leave that vicinity ever.
No?
No. You need to find your
place
where you're at home and have friends that you can walk and get a bad burrito with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are there any local spots near you that you like always go to?
My spot is the bar Swell Dive in Bed-Stuy.
Okay.
It's the bar where people don't have to ask what my last name is to put stuff on the tab.
Oh, that's nice.
And that's all you can ask for. It's kind of almost randomly selected, but they actually, you know what? They have good tacos and nachos there.
Oh,
Not
okay.
burritos,
Not burritos though.
Yeah, but I recommend it. I love my Swell Dive folks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds lovely.
Shout out to Swell Dive.
I guess like maybe just talk a little bit about like your creative process and like how you said that you like to write things when you're depressed and like music definitely.
It just tends to
I like
happen.
to write when I'm depressed.
It tends to happen kind of easily at those times sometimes, but only after the worst of it. Like when you're coming down and you're like resigned to it. Like I'm here and I'm stuck here for a little while, so might as well do this.
Yeah.
But I think the writing's kind of like the triumph. That's definitely something Leonard Cohen said. Sometimes you just want to write whatever, follow the first thread of inspiration that comes and just do the thing that occurs to you most naturally. I think that sometimes yields better results.
Yeah.
So I'm trying it. I try to push myself, but I like just sitting down at the keyboard and writing. Just me and recording a million voice memos. That's kind of how I do it.
Okay. Do you and you go back and listen to them?
Yeah, it's
that's the hard part.
Sometimes, yeah, I know a lot of my friends who write songs don't, and it's just a means to get there. But I have started going back and listening to them and like making really horrible Google Docs and like notes on my phone with like time codes from the different ones.
Oh gosh, okay.
And, you know what? I'm not. A lot of that amounts to nothing, but you'll be like, oh man, I have like 10 song ideas, and then you'll listen, and then you'll keep working with them, and they're like, they're kind of two. They're all basically the same song. I say, does this sound lame to the guys in the band or my friends or whatever? And they're like, yeah, it's a little lame. No, they don't say that very much, and I'm thankful for that.
Yeah, that you can have people who tell you.
You eventually figure it out yourself. You're like, this one has to go.
Is there anything you're reading right now?
I just read a really great book called Killers of the Flower Moon.
Okay.
Which is by David Grant. He's a New Yorker writer, and it's about the beginning of the FBI and like systematic killing of a lot of Osage tribe members who are sitting on a ton of oil. Okay. And it's really horrifying, but it's extremely well written and researched, and it's an inspiring kind of like really well done book, just really can't recommend it enough.
That sounds great. And you said that you have a lot of records. If you could just take, is this a horrible question?
No.
If you could take like 5 of them with you, is that enough choices?
I'll just name. I could just name some random ones.
Okay. Or whichever ones like comes to the top of your head.
I would take one of my Randy Newman records. He was a guy that got me into some stuff. A lot of the reason I play the keyboard. So my mom's like record of Little Criminals by Randy Newman, which isn't even my favorite one, but it has her initials on it, and I remember like listening to it for the first time. That's a record that has real sentimental value for me. Okay. I love Miles Davis. He's one of my like top 5 favorite musicians. So yeah, one of them should be a Miles Davis record. Okay. We're talking about Dylan, maybe a Dylan record. Hard to pick which one though. I really love Scott Walker, not the politician, but the musical artist. I have his record Climate of Hunter, which I love, and I found it recently at in a weird like record fair thing upstate, and that was a
Ooh.
real nice find, and I really love it, so I'll probably take that one.
Okay.
And I also love the band The Blue Nile, and I have one of their records, A Walk Across the Rooftops. Maybe I'd take that. Those are just very random.
No, I like it.
Oh, Curtis Mayfield too. I have a Curtis Mayfield record I really love that I would take.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Mhm,
That's
mhm,
great.
mhm. Yeah. I don't know.
That sounds fine.
It's hard to pick 5 because I can never sell records. I'm like, I'm going to sell a bunch of records here. I'm moving. I could use $50. I'm going to send some of these.
Yeah.
And I
don't
never
sell
do.
'em.
Or I just end up with like selling some
You can't sell your friends, man.
dumb sound. I once had all these sound effect records.
What was
that I
your
had
favorite
bought,
sound effect?
I never used any. It was dumb. I was like, I'm going to sample these.
No.
When I was really into sampling it, and I just had all these garbage sound effect records, and that's like the only stuff I've been able to get rid of is like sounds of American cities or
That sounds great.
sounds of the bullfrogs, or there was literally one that was like frogs and amphibians.
That sounds frightening.
It was just like there's no excuse. No excuse for this.
When are you going to put that on? When do you think would be an appropriate time to play that record?
It was all about trying to get weird sounds for music I was making, and then that was a really short-lived period when I was like, cool, let's, as opposed to, going on YouTube, let me get the sound of a frog from this record. I was like, I could get a more specific, any exact frog sound I want, it would sound exactly the same for my purposes, so I don't need to have this frogs sound effect record.
Nope, he's out.
Yeah.
Sorry, frogs.
Mm-hmm.
See you later.
Yeah. I still have a haunted house one.
What? What does that sound like?
Exactly like any haunted house, but maybe
Just
like with more of a night, the
chains and rattling.
Scooby-Doo, like not your gentler Scooby-Doo type haunted house, not really like a
Okay.
grim, yeah, like a 60s or 70s children's haunted house album. That's kind of what the vibe is.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Where'd you pick that one up?
Probably somebody's garbage. I mean, I think it was like on the street. Yeah.
I mean, I think that's where you find the best records on the street.
Mm-hmm.
What animal would you want to have on a record? You said the frogs.
I'll try to be really practical. Like, what's a actually helpful animal?
Or can you do any animal noises?
Oh, no.
No?
Maybe. I couldn't go into that now.
It's all right. I'm sorry.
I could probably do a few, but I don't think any of mine would actually sound like the actual animal. It's just my idea of an animal, similar to the way that I do impressions of.
Impressions?
I'm not gonna do, no.
Damn it. I missed my chance.
No. Maybe, I think I'd regret it if I did an impression right now.
Okay, that's all right. I'm not going to
maybe after
I don't want you to regret.
after the camera's cut.
Okay.
I might run for office someday, and
yeah?
Yeah.
We don't want to mess anything up.
There's so many like if there's who knows, an impression of somebody that I could do could turn out to be a horrible, problematic person years down the line.
I mean,
like everyone is turning out to be a horrible, problematic person. You don't want to have a impression of one of them on. Anyway,
Gotcha.
What were we talking about?
What were you talking about? I don't know. What's your favorite color?
Oh, you said what animal would I want to have on a sound effect? My favorite color is has changed, I think, but I don't know what it is. It was red for a long time, but
not anymore.
I had some red hats. Can't wear those anymore.
What happened? Oh, I get it.
Yeah, I just don't like to see the color red, the primary color red anymore. So.
That's sad.
I need a new color, but I don't have one.
Blue?
Maybe it's. I've been wearing a lot of grays and blacks recently, so maybe I'm.
Are you feeling like dark? I mean, it's fall.
I just think I'm vibing with it. It's.
Yeah.
I just thought I feel comfortable in.
That's good.
So my favorite color is gray.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. let's say blue.
Blue?
like
Blue gray.
Denim color.
All right.
Yeah, and if I had an animal on record, I don't know what it would be.
Just a cow.
A cow.
Moo.
Classic. An American classic. And, anywhere there are farms, they got cows.
So tell me more about Office Culture.
Well, we recorded an album over the summer, and it's being mixed right now. I think it's gonna be called A Life of Crime. It's our second album. I'm excited about it. We really worked very collaboratively on it. The first one was a little more me kind of calling the shots. I think this one feels like we all kind of contributed to it, and I'm really excited about it. It sounds really good. We did it like in a studio, so.
Where did you guys meet each other?
Your
drummer's been with you
since Pittsburgh, and then the other guys went to college with me.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've known each other. I like to work with people that I know well and feel comfortable around. So that's, all old friends.
Well, that's good.
My bandmate Ian Wayne has his record under that name coming out. I'm working on producing a record for Pat, my drummer. Yeah, Pat Kelly. Charlie, our bass player, Charlie Kaplan, is working on a record too of his own songs. So
that's cool.
I better ramble on.
Ramble on.
Yeah,
Scramble on.
I have to run to a thingy.
What are you gonna do? Where are you going?
My friends are doing like a reading kind of event up in Astoria. I'm trying to go to. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like karaoke and reading dual event.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah, series my friend does. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah, gonna try to catch some of that.
Yeah. Well,
Thanks for doing this.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.